Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is here to help you master phrasal verbs for every situation. Today, we're diving into the 66th category, cooking and food. Learn these phrasal verbs for the kitchen. These verbs are essential for talking about preparing, serving, and enjoying meals. Let's get started. First, let's begin with cook up. This phrasal verb means to prepare a meal, often quickly or creatively. For example, she cooked up a delicious dinner with the ingredients she had, or he loves to cook up new recipes. Next is eat out. This refers to dining at a restaurant rather than at home. You might say that eat out every Friday is a treat, or we decided to eat out instead of cooking tonight. Whip up means to prepare something quickly and effortlessly. For instance, she whipped up a batch of cookies for the kids, or he whipped up an omelet in no time. Chop up describes cutting food into smaller pieces. You could say, he chopped up the vegetables for the soup, or chop up some herbs to garnish the dish. Fry up means to cook food in hot oil or a pan. For example, she fried up some bacon for breakfast, or they fried up the fish they caught earlier. Slice up refers to cutting food into thin pieces. You might hear, he sliced up the bread for sandwiches, or slice up the fruit to make a salad. Boil over describes liquid overflowing from a pot while boiling. For instance, the soup boiled over because she forgot to lower the heat, or watch the pot carefully so it doesn't boil over. Warm up means to reheat food that is cooled. You could say, I'll warm up the leftovers for lunch, or she warmed up the soup on the stove. Cut down on refers to reducing the amount of something, often for health reasons. For example, he's cutting down on sugar to improve his diet, or they're trying to cut down on fast food. Dish out describes serving food onto plates. You might say, she dished out generous portions of pasta, or he dished out the dessert for everyone. Mop up means to clean up or soak up liquid, often with bread. For instance, he mopped up the sauce with a piece of bread, or she used a cloth to mop up the spilled juice. Throw together refers to preparing a meal quickly with minimal effort. You could say, she threw together a salad for lunch, or he threw together a simple pasta dish. Wash down means to help food go down by drinking something. For example, he washed down the sandwich with a glass of milk, or she washed down the spicy meal with a cold drink. Polish off describes finishing all the food on your plate. You might hear, he polished off the entire pizza by himself, or they polished off the dessert in no time. Finally, cut up refers to dividing food into smaller pieces. For instance, she cut up the chicken for the casserole, or cut up the fruit for a snack. These phrasal verbs are incredibly useful for discussing cooking, dining, and kitchen activities. Practice using them in conversations about food and recipes, and they'll quickly become part of your everyday language. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.